Okay, I actually wanted to show this article that I saw on Facebook, or not an article, but it was a commentary on an article that I saw on Facebook, and it has to do with hospital stuff because it's actually really interesting. Because CNN ran this report that the not the thumbnail, the title of the headline of the article is "Woman in Hospital Gown Left at Bus Stop." CNN video, and it's this lady who's in like hospital garb, with like, it looks like she had one of those face masks on that's like hanging around her neck, and with like, you know, hospital bracelets on. She's literally just out in the cold, like outside the bus stop. And it's like, what the heck? How could this happen? Our medical system is so messed up, blah, 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 blah.
It's more complicated than that.
Yeah. So
it's way more. I think I might have read something about
this. This was like a repost from this lady, but it said, okay, so imagine you're a nurse in the ER with no free beds, all critical patients, and in walks, quote unquote, frequent flyer. We will call her Nancy. Nancy is known to every hospital in the area as a chronically med-seeking and sometimes homeless, and comes to your ER at least once a week. Nancy requests admission for her chronic back pain, and when she's told that she's not getting narcotics or an admission, she begins verbally abusing the staff. She presses the call light repeatedly and demands to see a supervisor if she isn't given a meal and an overnight stay with some Percocets. She knows her rights and it isn't going anywhere because she doesn't have to. It's cold, and this week she's homeless, so quote unquote, you fuckers better find me a bed. My pain is 10 out of 10. Saying all the right things, dude, because that's one thing about pain is you can't measure it. You can only tell people what your pain is.
Yes.
So her pain is 10 out of 10. So you fuckers better find me a bed. She doesn't care that the bed next to her is a 39-year-old who just suffered a catastrophic stroke, or that an 89-year-old mother of 6 is trying to talk to her dying husband in the next bed. Nancy does not take the offer of shelter placement, the only 1 in 5 that will still take her because she's burned all of her bridges. And none of her family will respond because they understand she struggles but don't have the emotional energy or the resources to deal with her. Makes sense. So Nancy's given her clothes, or there are 4 patients that are actually ill that are waiting, and the supervisor is circling you to tell you to get her out. So Nancy is given her clothes, a cab voucher, a bagged lunch, and told to hit the road. She refuses. She refuses to change out of her gown and chucks the bagged lunch at her nurse's head while screaming at everyone. Security is called because not only are we wasting resources, beds, staff's time, and care that could be given to other patients, but the verbal abuse has now escalated to physical abuse of the staff. Remember, and basically it goes on, said she basically gets wheeled out to the door and escorted out of the building with her belongings by 5 security guards. Remember, Nancy could have been dressed warm in a paid-for cab and headed to a shelter to sleep. We fulfilled the safe discharge condition of care, but we cannot force a patient to accept it. A bystander sees this exchange, starts taping and asking questions, and security literally cannot respond because of HIPAA violations, and the video goes viral.
Yeah, I agree with that. And it's unfortunate that in the end, the hospital had to apologize.
It's so messed up, dude, because there are bad actors that take advantage of the system. And I'm not saying it's Nancy's fault either, but
all of a sudden Nancy's the victim.
Yeah.
All of a sudden Nancy's the victim when she's a victim of herself.
Totally.
She's a victim of her choices. She's a victim of a lot of things. And it's like, ooh, what gets caught in a clip and posted on YouTube, it's like, how dare someone would do this to someone else?
They just kicked this lady out the hospital. I saw him. I took the video of the whole thing. 5 security guards kicked her out. She wasn't even wearing her clothes.
They just wheeled her out. It's like, ugh.
She was kicking and screaming the whole time, saying she didn't want to go. Obviously, something's wrong. And it's like, jeez, dude.
It's so much more complicated than that.
Literally, she's just homeless and wants drugs and
food and a bed. Yeah.
It's messed up, dude.
Hope you enjoyed that clip. If you want the full episode, you can click right here. If you want to subscribe, click here. If you want more clips, we got 2 more right over here.